better from Tago there. Chen Long using that soft push to the middle of the court, but Tago playing the second net, forcing Chen Long to lift. And with the attack, he's able to get through.
Once again, Tago has caught back, up level.
Fight around the net here for the attack. He's going to be forced to lift first. Cagey rally.
Oh, he's pushed it wide. And at these crucial stages, it's the Japanese #1 that just eases himself into the lead.
Good patience from Tago, using the net a little bit more. Taking Chen Long's weapons away from him. Not flicking to the rear court. Softer play to the front court.
Drop shot. Yeah, it was the disguise on the reverse slice straight drop that really set up the rally.
Yeah, Tago, no alternative there. Forced the lift up into the strong zone of Chen Long. Very effective from that forehand interception, Chen Long.
19 all.
All.
Oh!
Service over.
Well, tried the disguise on the cross-court net shot there, Chen Long, and made the error. That error gifts a game point to Tago.
Better return from Tago though for me. I know he wasn't happy with himself, but playing that softer return rather than the flicks to the rear court certainly worked for him.
He's overdone it.
Service over.
And really taken the initiative in the early stages of that rally, Kenichi Tago. But in the end, making the error.
Yes, just run out of patience. Chen Long played a very dogged rally there. Hung in defence, and then when he got the chance to take the initiative, was patient, clipped the shuttle down. Tago just overforcing the cross-court net, really.
So 20 all, and we will continue until there's a 2-point margin between the two players. Well, Tago absolutely convinced it was a fault from Chen Long that he'd struck the shuttle before it went over the net, and in fact he hit the net as well.
That was a double fault.
Goodness me, not called by the umpire, and Kenichi Tago has every reason to be somewhat disappointed by that lack of call.
Continue.
So now the game point is with Chen Long. And the clear is long of the back line. And therefore the number 4 seed from China, Chen Long, secures the opening game against Kenichi Tago. 22-20 in 24 minutes of play. Well, Ian, desperately disappointing for Tago. Of course, you and I have the privilege of being able to see that again, but that was clearly a fault.
It was a fault on 2 counts. The shuttle hadn't crossed the net when he hit it. It's a fault. And he touched the net with his racket, and that's a fault. So, a double whammy, really. But I think we saw there why the Chinese rate Chen Long so highly. There, he was a game point down and played a couple of very, very strong points. He was very dogged, he dealt with the situation very well and showed good mental toughness there to come through. Here we see it. Yeah. I think his foot's under the net as well, Jill. Just to compound it even further.
Foot under the net, though, isn't a fault nowadays, is it?
Well, if it's interfering with play, if both players are at the net,
it interferes with play.
Yes. If your opponent's away from the net, it's no longer a fault. But if 2 players are at the net, it could still.
Second game.
Technically, it can still be called a fault.
Love play.
So the number 4 seed Chen Long having been slightly fortunate to get away with that double fault, as you described it.
1-love.
Those crucial stages in the opening game. Well, I wonder if he'll build on that. It's tough enough for a player when you lose a close opening game, but when you think you've been robbed of it, it's doubly difficult. So it'll be interesting to see how Tago copes with this mentally.
As a young developing player at this level, though, at the very highest level,
1-all.
As a coach, you want to see how he reacts to these situations. And as a coach, you learn a lot about your players when these occasions arise. So, as you say, it will be very interesting to see how he reacts. He's learning as he goes on in this game there. Rather than pushing flat up to the forehand side, he's going over that interception step and forcing Chen Long to change his footwork and turn into that back corner. So he's changed the trajectory and he's taken that interception away from Chen Long. So he is learning. And again, higher to the rear court.
3-1.
Yeah, maybe a sign that Chen Long a little bit frustrated by that slight change in tactic.
Yeah, Chen Long's footwork from the mid-court is all set up for that interception movement, that block jump out to the side. If the trajectory is actually going over that movement and he's got to adjust his movement, it becomes more difficult for him technically. See, just going over the top there, Tago.
Oh, it's been called good. Chen Long doesn't like the call, and I have to say on that occasion I agree with Chen Long.
4-1.
Let's have another look. Oh, that was clearly out. Goodness me. How come the umpire didn't overrule that? It was so clearly out.
Well, it's on the same line as the umpire's looking down the line. She may not have been able to see the gap between the shuttle and the line, but that looked an obvious error.
Yes, well, did you see that? A little raise of the hand from Tago towards his opponent, acknowledging the fact that he was fortunate to be given the point.
Service over.
There, Tago just getting the trajectory wrong. Chen Long on it very, very quickly.
2-4.
Dangerous game playing up and down that forehand line of Chen Long. You only have to be out by a fraction with your trajectory, and he's on. He takes the shuttle very early.
Brilliant defence from Kenichi Tago.
5-2.
Well, change of tactics, but given what you've been saying, Ian, slightly dangerous, I would have thought, to try and flick the shuttle deep on defence, because unless you do deceive Chen Long, that's really playing into his hands.
Yeah, I think that was more of a reflex shot. He was very late and just trying to hit it as hard as he could.
Service over.
There's a chance though.
3-5.
Five finals for Chen Long last year. Won two of them. Won his first ever Super Series event, the China Open. Also the Bitburger. Oh, that's an amazing angle.
4-5.
That same again. Question that tactic of just pushing up that forehand wing there. I think he's got to go away from that side. See how high Chen Long gets up to create that steep angle.